Okay, we're on air. Let's hope. I got a new microphone. I've just got to change that light. Wait a minute. It's pointing in the wrong direction. Oh, there we go. That's working. I hope my mic's working. I've just got to check this. Have we got any sound? Sound. Yes, we have sound coming there. Hopefully we have sound coming out. I'm slowly getting used to this new way of doing it. And now I've just got to check, because I'm not on ABS, I'm going straight through my ATM Mini. I've got to check to see if I'm actually live, which is going to be good. And then I've got to see if I can actually hear myself. Oh, I've just got to go through the ad. Wait a minute, and then I'll blank it out. Oh, I like that. That's cool. Yeah, all right. There you go. I can hear myself. I'm all excited now. New technology. Now, where am I? Let me just do this, and if I do that, I should be able to get this up here. So I want that one there. Do I? No, I don't. I want that. I've got people talking to me already. G'day, Jared. How you going? Oh, yay, Vinny, yeah. It's cool, isn't it? Because what I noticed with the other microphones, which were as dear as poison, I'm still using them, but when I had them clipped here, if I was, you couldn't hear, I was mumbling. Whereas with this thing, I can get down here and hopefully you can hear me without the shh of my shirt. So, mate, Mark the Maker, g'day, mate, thanks for dropping in. Just when you got body, you're at work, Vinny. There you go. A lot of people aren't. Vegas, g'day, mate. How you going? Oh, dear. What's it like over there, boss? It's all fun here. Steel and wood. Ah, yes, you are alive. We can. Hey, that's cool. Hey, have you like shut down or are you still open? What's the GO? G'day, Andy. Oh dear. Hey, very professional looking, isn't it? Do you like it? It's got a bit of style about it. I'm quite happy with that. Oh dear. I've been laid up for the last few days. Oh, with a crook back. That's why I haven't been doing much. Unhitched the trailer. Yeah, no, it's not a job. Not a job a silly old bloke should do by himself, especially when it's half full. Oh, let me just get rid of that glue. Oh, hang on. Get in there. Oh, there you go. So I'm on strict orders from the boss. Can't be down here too long. She says she's going to come down and get me. Otherwise, I'm just taking the glue off that chisel. But it's funny, isn't it? You know, for you older people, you know who I'm talking to. Yeah. If you take to your bed for a couple of days, just to repair some damage, yeah, my back feels better where it was pulled. It was down the lower back. But oh my goodness, my chest and everything else is as stiff as, because I've been lying down. So that's it. Don't take to your bed for too long. It's not productive at all. I've just lost myself. Wait a minute. There I am. Oh, now I've got to go back to this one. Wait a minute. I'll be with you shortly. We've got that one there, which is all good. And then I want this one here so I can see that I'm still happening. It's really weird looking down on yourself. Okay, there we go. Who else we got? Are you doing okay, Vicky? Yeah, we got to catch up in Queensland, mate. Oh dear, I'm not even going to go there. I'm doing woodwork. That's what I'm going to focus on. You mean you weren't mumbling before? I thought you was. Oh, thank you very much. It's all right, boss. I got broad shoulders, mate. I can handle it. School is out for 3 weeks. Yay! I tell you what I reckon is absolutely fantastic. My grandkids, who you know we're bringing up, and we're homeschooling them, they're feeling ripped off because they still have to front up the dining room table and go to school. And I live right next door to a school, and you can hear the bells going. I mean, talk about Pavlovian training. And again, I won't go to that. But they can hear the school bells, and then they go, and there's no kids in there, and they're going, why do we have to work? Because you'll end up smarter than those kids because you don't go to school. Oh, okay. What am I going to do? I've got heaps of stuff. Oh, I know what the first one I've got to do. Let me move that. I shall have a coffee very, very soon because it's that time of day. Oh, I'm getting all high tech with my beehives now. Oh, I haven't even turned those cameras on. Wait a minute. Let me turn the other cameras on so you can see what I'm prattling on about. Whoops, there you go. Oh, now, can I reach around and get that? Oh, dear. There you go. That should. Let's just get rid of that line there, which causes a lot of problems. It should clip up under there. I hate these shoulds. See, I hate should. Should is a word that should be struck from the English language. There you go. How about that? Oh, look. I don't think we need it that close, do we? There you go. You can see that there. That's good. What's this other one doing? That's not too bad. Might just bring that out of focus a little bit more. I'm going to come in a little bit. There we go. All right. So yeah, I'm moving into the space age now. Microchips. I'm starting to use microchips. Oh, more about that in a later session, I guess. I have had dramas. I don't know if you saw this bit that I bought the other day. In fact, I bought two of them, and I bet you I can't find either one. There we go. So a new way I want to do my bee boxes, which cuts out about 8 steps. And this bit here, it's a monster. And it's real fun in the router. But the router table was giving me grief. It was moving all around the place. And it doesn't have to move by much to become an issue. I'm just off camera because I'm just adjusting it. Just to try and figure out what it was. I've got the Jessam router table set up, which I have no problems with at all. It's an absolutely gorgeous machine. Love using it. But the problem was it was coming up, and see if I can find a bit that I've machined. Here you go. There you go. There's a dinner bell for the school. Everyone jump on your chairs and do what you have to do at the name of... Oh, don't start me. Rant coming in. Okay, that's the cut. And that joins together really, really nicely. But what was happening, as the router was cutting, because it's such a big cut, what was happening, it was vibrating, and the router bit was going up incrementally. But then when I looked at this, it would start to taper out. So this locking part here, you can see that, this locking part was thin on one end and thick on the other. So when it came to put them together, they weren't matching. And what it was a little grub screw. I don't know, there could have been one or two problems. Oops, let me just try that again. One of two issues, but I fixed both. One, where the spline goes into the differential drive to lift the router up, it was loose, so it could move without the wheel moving. And the other one was the whole mechanism was moving. So it took me a couple of days to work it out, but it was just taking it off, readjusting it, and setting it up properly. And I've done a couple of cuts since, and it seems to be working good. So I'm happy with that. Look at all the people in. Oh, dear, ba-dee-ba-dum, ba-dum. Fred, g'day. What's up today, mate? Nothing's up. We're just down in the shed having some fun. First job off the rank. I've got that does not do anything for my ribs. This was a chopping board that I had to repair because it's a beautiful piece of timber, Australian hardwood, but it had a big hole in it, a big knot hole that we had to get rid of. So what I did was, it was a huge knot hole here, so I got a piece of the same timber and cut it on the bandsaw, and then did it on the disc sander, so it nearly fitted in there. So I've got to clean that off, which we will do right about now. Let's have a look, see if that one's going to work. That'll work. Is that in focus? I guess it is. I don't know what to do with that. I could plane it. I might, if I can get a flush saw. Let's see if I can cut it with a flush saw. There you go. That's better. And then we'll sand it. If this doesn't work, I'll use a plane. I think that's going to work. You might get a better view from that one. It's extremely hard wood. You just got to be careful when you're cutting it. Okay, that's not too bad. Okay. What I'll do now is slip this up to that. I'll clean it up with a block plane. A little bit off on the grain orientation there, but there again it's in the middle of a knot, so we could get away with that. Alright, that's what it looks like now. Let me just move that camera a bit. There we go. So that's now got a lump of timber in it, and we'll get some putty, if I can find it, and we'll fill her up. Now because that is in the middle of a knot and I've got a lot of black around there, I'm going to mix walnut and ebony, which is black, obviously, and we should be able to get away with making that look half decent. So you get a bit of brown and a bit of black. This putty's Timbermate. So the thing I love about Timbermate is all natural, and it's just made out of rutile, sand and what have you, and it doesn't change its colour. Whatever you put it in as, once it's dried and you sand it off and put a finish on it, it won't change. There's a lot of spirit-based fillers that they look great, you match the colour, and then when you put a finish on it, the timber around it goes dark, but the putty itself stays the same colour and it's light. And for those of you who've been following me any length of time, I'm always saying if you're going to use putty, always use a darker one than the surrounding timber. That way it won't be as noticeable. We've got a few other cracks in here, so I'll just fill those up. What I'm doing here is relieving the stress on the cracks. Old engineering trick. So I've got a crack. Here, where are we? Oh, this is annoying. Anthony, get down here. I want a cameraman. Okay. I've got a slight split here. It goes from here to here. I'm not sure if you can see it. But what I'm going to do is just drill at the end of that split, not all the way through. But what it does, it relieves the pressure. So if that crack continues, it'll hit this empty void that I've just drilled and it won't go any further. Got a couple of big ones here too. Actually, what I think I'll do with that one, because they're a bit gnarly, I don't know. Oh no, I'll drill. There's one here. It's got a few little hairlines in it. Got a knot hole there. One on the back here. And providing you keep the board coated, you're not going to have any dramas with it. There we go. So, I'm just going to fill those. I'll have a chat in a chick. I'll have a chat in the chick. I'll have a chat in a tick. Again, because I'm going through growth rings here, I'm going to use a mixture of brown and black. It doesn't disguise it, but it does make it look a little bit nicer. Not as if someone's just whacked a whole heap of bog in there. Gives it a nicer look. Oh. Finish these off. Boom, boom, boom. It's amazing how work just banks up if you're not doing it. I came down here and I thought, oh, what can I do? And there's so much stuff I've got to catch up on because I basically haven't done anything since Saturday. And I've got this microphone is great, but it takes a little bit of getting used to because Keeps on looking as if there's something on my glasses. All right, I think we'll get away with that and leave that there for a while to just dry. And then I've got these things. I'll just go. Oh no, I'll have a chat first. Let's have a chin wag. T-Bone, g'day mate. Right, g'day. Here you go. I'm right. Lovely. I love watching Fluffy do an Australian accent. He's nearly got it. David, g'day from Wisconsin. Welcome. And best wishes to you from Brisbane, Australia. I'm sure Sue won't hold this. Yeah. I don't know what that one was, but no, she's a good girl. She has been. What's she been doing? Oh, she's been busy making. I don't know if you were there the other day. I'm going to have a coffee. Anyone else want a coffee? My granddaughter in Canada does beautiful 3D cartoon pictures. And she asked Susie to make her a quilt. And what we've done, we've downloaded the pictures that she's put up on Facebook, and one of my other sons has digitised them, and then Sue's actually embroidered them. So she's got this quilt that's all embroidered with her own 3D cartoons, which I think is absolutely fantastic. Just make sure there wasn't a cockroach doing backstroke in the water. Oh dear, oh dear. Hey Steve and chat, just refer number 4. Oh, good on ya. Good on you, Presto. Don't talk about backs. The funny was, used to make fun of old men noises, you know, when people, oh, and you think they're bunging it on, but it's not. It's real. It's real. Oh, that's early for you, Andy. I hope you get some sleep. Benalti, big smiles back at you. Panda, g'day, mate. Lovely to have you back in. A micro chatter. What's a micro chatter? I don't know. I'll take your word for it, Boz, because I missed what it was. I'm not even getting times. Normally I get times on this chat, but I'm not getting... Why is that? Hang on, let me pop this one out. Oh, that's better. I was looking in chat and it didn't give me any time, so I didn't know how badly behind I was. But now I've changed to a white background. I can see what I'm doing. So there you go. Oh, 11:42. Oh, I'm not that far behind. G'day, Roscoe. It's good when repairs work. It is. Saves you having to do it all again. Isn't that? Don't you just reckon that's a pretty coffee? You can look at that. Layered. Isn't that swish? And I'll go like that. There you go. Then you get I don't know what I've been stirring with this, but anyway, it doesn't matter. It's all good. Nothing in the workshop's killed me yet. Oh, that's nice. Costa Rica with a shot of caramel. There you go. That's Botox, isn't it, mate? Hey, wouldn't that be good if you could fix woodwork with Botox? Just give it a shot, should be right. No, you got to rescue it before it gets to the barbecue. Wood's getting too dear now. Oh, thanks, Andy. Yeah, no, I don't take any engineering advice from anyone that built the Titanic, or believe the propaganda they put out. unsinkable. I mean, that's just that's just begging it, isn't it? I burnt my stupid fingers trying to clean out drill bits more than I care to admit. Yeah, I know. The other favourite of mine is I'll put a screw in with an electric drill, or screwdriver drill, pull it out and put it straight in my mouth and burn my lips and my tongue. Good morning, Maxwell. I hope you're feeling better, mate. I streamed just for you the other day and you weren't even there. Insulted I was. But anyway, I hope you're feeling better, my friend. All right, what am I going to do? Oh, I've got to goop up some of these, so we'll do that. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, hang on. Wait a minute. Let's not get all carried away. Am I going to goop this or am I going to sand it? I don't know. I think we'll goop them. Oh, with goop. That's a great word, isn't it? Would that come under the heading of onomatopoeia? Because it's a word like it sounds. Like plop. Goop. Oh dear. Oh. My bees are good, they're enjoying. It's quite warm today actually, which is good. Oh, not warm, sorry. No, muggy. Oh, there we go. All right. So what I'm doing here is trying not to break my chalking gun. I'm getting leakage out of my chalking gun. Not meant to. There we go. That's better. I've got furniture jobs I've got to do too, but at the moment I'm just enjoying doing this. The reason I do that, these boxes, I don't think I've ever made one of these live, but the top actually has an expansion and contraction chamber, and the only way I could do it was by having a stepped tenon in there, and so I have to fill this because if it rains, water can get in here. It really wouldn't make any difference, but when people are buying them, they like to have things smooth. That's why I put that in. And we'll keep doing that because I've got a lot to do. Oh, 9! Oh, 9 to do, in fact. Did you see me go off then? That's because I just looked up at the screen to see how it was going. And it was going wonky. There you go. As Freddie Mercury would say, another one bites the dust. Where did that big lump come from? Oh, charming. Look at that. It's all gooping out the side. All right. So I'm going to have to do something with that. Not going to tell you what that looks like. But I think... Oh, that's a flipping nuisance, that is. I think I'm up for a new nozzle. So I'm really pleased I did this before I started sanding them. because it would have made a big mess and I'd have to double sand it, which wouldn't make me happy. Oh dear. Oh, you get days like this, don't you? When things just test your patience a little bit. That's all right. I said before, I've got broad shoulders. The amount of labour that goes into doing this to save 20 cents worth of no more gaps is possibly uneconomical, but don't care. I'm doing it anyway. Alright, so I've got to get rid of this nozzle here for whatever reason. I don't know why it's doing that. We might have to investigate it further. Did you ever see that thing's doing the rounds on Facebook at the moment? Julius Miller, when he's trying to collapse a 60-litre oil drum with vacuum, and then when it goes, oh, he gets excited. I just say that because I'm filling in time. Aha! That could be why. I don't think it was sitting. I thought it was sitting flat but in the wrong place. Let's try it again. If not, it's in the bin. It's had its chance. No. So I don't know if it's the nozzle. I'll put another nozzle on. It's either the nozzle or the cartridge itself is. Ah, there you go. Okay. That's where the problem lies. Right there. The thread is broken away from the cartridge. So I'll have to fix that with a bit of super glue later on. And in the meantime, I'll have to just get a new one and I can fix that later on. Oh dear. So, nothing wrong with that nozzle. I'll use that nozzle again. There you go. Look at that. Look, I bought one. Let's let that one sit for a fair while before I sand it back because it's got so much gunk on it. Okay. Well, the mystery has been solved. So, I am of mixed emotions. I have a dichotomy of thought. I'm happy I found out what it was, but I'm not happy because it was what it was. There you go. Ah! There we go. Oh! Where have we got? Mouse! G'day, Ray! Mate, huge time, long time no chat. I trust you're all well over in the country over the other side of Australia? Tom from Georgia. G'day, well, welcome to the Rat House. Welcome to the Madhouse. The mic you're using makes me feel like I'm in on a tour. You never know. I'm just having a look at... I'm just looking at this thing here. Oh, no, that's all right. I just had to expand my screen. Now I can't find it. There you go. I'll miniaturise myself again. Ah, dear. And on your left, you will see more bee boxes. And on your right, there will be more rubbish on the floor. It's good. I love it. G'day, Ben. What type of work do I do? Any type of work. From fine furniture, which I must admit I haven't been doing a lot of lately, marquetry, carving, French polishing, some sort of DIY stuff. At the moment I'm making native beehives, which is my mainstay of construction, I think. And I do have some other jobs that I've got to finish or start, then I can finish them. Yeah, start them first. I've got a 15th century oak chest I have to make, and that's going to have linen fold carving in it. I've got a Victorian tripoded plant stand that I have to make. These are all the projects I'm meant to be doing videos on. There's a chessboard I've got to make. What else? Chessboard, that. I'm sure there's some other stuff. People will remind me. I've just got so much to do. It's a wonderful situation to be in. Because have you got a project yet, Vinny? Because I'll never get bored. And the one, I think I said to Susie this morning, the beautiful thing is, for those that don't know, Queensland, or where I live in Queensland's in a lockdown for 8 days, really, things don't change. Because I just go to my shed, she goes to a sewing room, we've got heaps of raw materials to do what we love doing, and Susie's old school. I reckon, honestly, we could go 6 to 8 weeks, and apart from milk would be the only thing, we wouldn't have to go to the shops. There we go. Oh, I'm getting good at it now. That's it. Oh, is this the last one? Is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, there's got to be another couple over there. 'Cause it's meant to be 9 in a batch, which is what I do. 9 at a time. And there's 3 boxes per hive set. So there's 27 boxes at a time, and at the moment I've got 54 underway. I should get some more done soon. Let me just see if I can find if I've got any more here to do. Oh, hang on, no, is that one down there? That could be that one down there. That hasn't been done. Oh. I agree, Roscoe. Makes you spit it out pretty quick, doesn't it? Craftsman Studio, hi. Max, did you retract on me? Mark, what's Bob up to? Unfortunately, oh God, here I go again. Unfortunately, Bob's no longer with us. And I thought I was used to it, but every time someone brings him up, I start to tear up. No, he had to be put down. I couldn't even tell you when. That's how traumatised I was. I couldn't even tell you when. But he hasn't been with us for a few months. But I still feel his presence, and I miss him greatly. Last couple of days when I was laid up in bed with my bad back, I just kept on wanting him to come in and jump on the bed and be annoying. Oh, but he's possibly in a better place now than he was before he went. So there you go. But anyway, thanks for asking. Jared, muggy clearly shows how the weather here in Florida was today. Hot and nasty and turns to rain. Oh, yeah, no, I don't want rain. You know, I've got to seal a couple of the new sheds up that I've put. And rain gets in underneath the mounting blocks I've put down. So I've got to put some elastic around there and stop them from leaking, because I've got a lot of machinery in there. And unfortunately, if the floor's wet or the concrete's wet, then it gets humid, and if I'm not careful, I get surface rust on the table, which is one of those things. G'day, Dennis from West Virginia. How you doing? Thanks for dropping in. I'm really stuck now. I don't know. Oh, I know what I've got to do next. I've done that, so now I've got to clean some up that I did the other day. What else have we got? Yeah, Mark, I appreciate that. Yeah, it was. I was off the air for a few weeks, I'll tell you. Are those Dowd miters? Not seen those before. No, it's a secret joint. It was a secret joint I developed. But basically what it was, I've got something to put together, so I'll show you. I'll put something together later. It's a mitre, and then I've cut a dado down both sides, or as I've been picked up, a rebate, or a trench, or a slot, or whatever you want to call it. And then when I put them together, I slide a... I'm lost for words now. A spline. I slide a spline down there, so then they won't open up. But I've just got that new router bit that I showed you earlier on, Ron. There you go, this one here. And that, once I can get it up and running, I've sort of got the router table working better now. That will take out 8 steps and replace it with 1. And that's called a lock miter joint. I've not seen one as big as that before, so when I saw that, I had to go and buy 2. So I've got one in my machine and a spare one. Oh, that is nice. Oh dear. Hey Earl, how you going? It's been a while. Lovely to have you back in. Been a while since I've been on, I suppose. Max, Master, did you ask the chat to do last night? Well, hang on. Wait a minute. Master, did you ask the chat to do last night? Go on to your YouTube, printed Hannah Capper in the search bar, and was blown away by the cat. Yeah, no, he's the guy. The work is a reflection of the guy. He's one of the nicest human beings I've ever had the privilege not only to work with, work under, or know. Jeff Hanna is a great guy, and I know he's not watching me, but Jeff, there you were. G'day, mate. We should get together one of these days, but I don't know when I'm going back to New South Wales. Yeah, he's got a few cabinets up there if you have a look at it. He's just finished a jewellery box. The Hannah cabinet, the one Max is referring to, it sold year before last for $1 million. The one before that, you might want to check out, it's called the Australiana cabinet. That sold for $500,000. And then he did a Chinese, I think a sort of Sheraton-inspired Chinese cabinet. That went for $380,000, I think. And then he just finished a jewellery box, and I think he's got $360,000 on the jewellery box. So the money is there, folks. You just got to be patient. You got to be good at what you do. Ah, dear, oh dear. Shawnee, g'day Steve. I recently got some leftover wood flooring from my neighbour. I was wondering if you could suggest any small pros that I could start using them on getting into woodwork. A lot depends on what sort of woodwork it is, wood it is. But I would say boxes. Nothing wrong with boxes. I love making boxes. Everyone's got room for a box, whether it's a storage box, a trinket box, a jewellery box, or just a box because you want to make a box. Boxes are good. If there's longer bits, you can make a little side table, a coffee table, or something like that. Who knows? I just saw one of my besties there. I'll say good day in a minute. Oh dear, oh dear. Yeah, that's a good idea. I've got one of those plastic ones, but they're not wide enough. That was Vegas's platform for his office chair. Do some boxes, learn loads from doing. There you go. Hey, Wes, how you going, mate? Big hugs, not to you, to Ange. Lovely to see you, mate. I hope your channel's going well too. Wes has been following me for a long, long time, and we have off-air chats sometimes. So, Michigan woodworker, lovely to have you along, mate. Oh, dear, oh dear. I tell you, I don't think that air conditioner's working. Oh, yes, it is. I can just hear it. So, thanks, Wes. Shawnee, I'd love to put something like that together, but we have wooden floors throughout the whole house. Hey, it doesn't matter. It saves you scuffing your wooden floors. Nothing wrong with that at all. I've tried making a small box, but the edges were too thin, and I haven't learnt any joints yet. First joint, check it out. I've got a set of videos on my channel, 500 of them, I think, but I can't remember which one. Might be 600. Box Making 101, I think it is. And it shows you how to do very, very simple boxes with butt joints, and then lap joints, and half lap joints, and miter joints. And the other guy for beginning boxes is Doug Stowe. He's from Arkansas. He does great explanations of basic box making. Excuse me, basic box making. So you might want to look him up. He's got some good books. And then as you progress, I don't have my benches out, all the TV screens are out. Wait a minute. If you progress and you really want to look at some beautiful boxes, have a look at Andrew Crawford. Fineboxes.com. He does amazing work. I've been a fan of Andrew's for yonks. Here you go. I think it's a bit of one, a bit of the other. That's better. I think box making is one of my favourite. I like box making and veneering. It's one of my favourite pastimes. Hang on, let's get into this and I'll make a bit of space. Ooh. And I'll clean up the ones I gooped up a little while ago. Oh dear. Yeah, safe from the state who shall. It's not a state, it's a country. I'm convinced. I'm convinced, Ray. All right. I was looking everywhere for pencils and look at them. They're there. Oh dear. Okay. Oh, that one's okay. And that one, we can put a little bit more on that one again. I like to keep these boxes at least a week to 10 days before I level the no more gaps off. And that's all this is. It's just a no more gaps product because it does sink. This is one that I've sanded earlier and got impatient about. And it's sunk a little bit, so I've just chopped that up. And that one's done. And the way I clean these off is just with a chisel. Come here. It's a great bit of kit, this too. This is an H&T Gordon tail vise. G'day to all the people down at H&T Gordon. If you're watching me, you shouldn't be. You should be working. Trent, get back to work. Oh, there we go. Okay, now, if I move all this rubbish here, you might better see, look at what I'm doing. I'll just file this away. All right, we'll pick that up later. I like. Somebody new came into the channel the other day and it was lovely. Their first comment was, wow, I love it, a real workshop. I think he was having a shock because I was messy. But, there you go, that's what you get. Let me just slip this. I'm really liking this new mic, gotta tell you. Yeah, look at that. See? You didn't see what I was doing, but when I go like that, you can see exactly what I'm doing. Oh, I love this. Does enjoy a good coffee, I do. Okay. There you go. Stuff's sticky as. And a chisel. Oh. I'm using this chisel because I've got it. But a normal chisel will do. This is a paring chisel. And it is so nice to use. Unfortunately at the moment you can't get them anymore, but that might change over time. I can see if I can do it. I've got to set up some macros. Thea, where are you? Thea knows how to do these macros. It means I can put a picture of me in the corner so you can see me talking as well as watch me doing what I'm doing. At the moment I can do it, but they're not very big. I'll show you. Let me see. Picture in picture. Go down there. See, I'm down there. You can see me doing it. I guess that's to prove that I'm doing it live. And there is no skullduggery going on. Dipping in a little bit there, but I'll just put a sander on there and we'll see if we can fix that up somehow or other, wherever the sanding discs have gone. Let me go and get one. Here we go. That's the other reason I wait until it's dry, because I can sand it. If not, it is sticky and it just clogs my paper up. Got a couple of little dents in there, which I'll just put a bit of water on. If you can, let's see what happens there. You see those dents? Just there. So just spray a bit of water on there and leave them, and we'll see if they come out over time. Ah, dear. So I'm back with you, Ray. I feel for all the border states. She said, name the state. Would watch you more, but your stream happens at bad times for me. I have the same issue with Theo streams at times. Not conducive to watching in West. Well, I'm going to just do random stuff at the moment. As I said, I've got a lot of stuff to do, but it's getting around to doing it. And a lot of the stuff that I'm doing, I haven't got time to stream it, unfortunately. I've got a lot of videos that I have to make, as I said before, so I've got to get around to doing those. And I might stream those while I'm making them, we'll see. So, yes, some TV shows I've got to make for distribution in Melbourne and Adelaide. So that will be coming up shortly. Should have had them started in May, and I haven't yet. So, thank you for everyone involved for your patience. It's one of those things. Jared, Stephen, when you get off stream, I just sent you a picture of my blueprint draft. Oh, cool. On Messenger. Wait a minute. I've got a phone on me. Let me see. Let's see if it came through. I've got a missed call. Oh, I know what that was about. Here we go. Oh, I've got a heap of messages here. That's younger than me, Jared. Oh, yeah, that's lovely. Jared just sent me a photo of a drafting table. Were you doing up, or I sent you pictures of my blueprint draft? Yeah, no, that's lovely. Is that metal edges as well? I don't know if you can see it. Can I show them? I'll just... That's real old school, that is. That takes me back to when I was a nipper, going to high school, learning how to do tech drawing. It was wasted on me. Well, I use it now, though, I suppose. Steve went onto YouTube and put Anna Cabin in the search bar, and oh yeah, no, it's brilliant, Max. Absolutely. What else have I got there? I'm just catching up. I can't keep track of all this. Oh, someone wants a beehive. Oh, good. I'll check that later on, Ron. So yeah, no, I like those old things, Jared. Old things. It's, you know, and you've got the big manual set square that you can click and turn, and it gets lost when you use CAD systems and what have you. Not that I know how to use the CAD system, but it's just one of those things. Something nice about drawing with a pencil. Most of you have seen these are my project books, and they're as rough as, but where are we? There you go. Okay, that was a coffee table. It was a rough drawing. That was some carving I had to do somewhere. Oh, that was a chest of drawers I did for someone. The box underneath. That was a writing table. That was, you know, where are we now? That was some carving that I did for something or other. And yeah, it's just, it gives you much more. Haven't finished that one yet. We're still working on that one. It's nearly finished, but not quite. Something, I don't know, tactile. And then when I'm dead and gone, and just before my kids throw my stuff away, they can have a look through that and go, oh, that's that over there. And oh, the old man never did finish those music stands, did he? Yeah, good on you. Oh, dear. My dad was an author, and it was funny, I've still got a lot of his scripts and books and plays that he wrote, and I found his album, and it had all his rejection letters. And yeah, it was just amazing how he kept on going on. No, I don't think that's funny. No, it won't work. No, try something else. Don't like this, don't like that. And just, it might have been heartbreaking. I mean, you spend a year. I can spend, okay, don't talk about music stands, but I can spend 12 months or 6 months making a piece of furniture, and then I've still got a piece of furniture that if no one wants to buy it, I've still got it and I can at least use it, or I'll give it away as a present or something like that. But just imagine spending 12 months in your life writing a book or a story or a play that you think is really, really good, and then no one wants it. And they just ridicule it. You know, they tell you what's wrong, and they tell you it won't work, it's not funny, it's not this, it's not that. It's soul destroying. But he was a good man, and he did well for himself. And my son rang up the other day and said, hey, did you know Papa? Which I'm Papa to the kids, and he was Papa to my kids. Did you know he's on Wikipedia? Did you know he did this? Did you know he did that? I said, yeah. Oh, I didn't know he did that. He launched some very famous people through his movies. Their first roles were actually in my dad's movies. Tricky stuff. He had more guts than I did. It's funny, later in life, so we nursed him until he crossed over, passed away, died, whatever you want to call it. And there was questions I was asking him a couple of years beforehand, and he used to say to me, "You should have asked me that a few years ago when I could remember." So that's it. Never take your folks for granted, because they're not always there. And I can tell you from experience, you think of a whole heap of questions you want to ask once they can't answer them. How do I get on to that morbid subject? Whoops. Ah, dear. Oh, where are we up to? Oh, Roscoe, Shawnee, that's perfectly okay. Just stick the stuff together any way you can. That's what we all do. Yeah, that's it. Oh, you must be my longest serving. I've got to do another one, don't I, for 3 years. There you go, Ray. I'll come up with a 3-year badge. Oh, by the way, if you're new to the channel and you like it, I'd really appreciate a subscribe and a like. I really want to get up to 100,000 subscribers for no other reason that, for me, it means a milestone. And I realise I'm the one that's been slack because I haven't been doing as many videos as I used to, but it's just I've got so many other things going on in my life at the moment, which is good. I mean, they're not bad things by any means, and I haven't been getting around to it, but whoops, I'd appreciate the sub. And if you've got any woodworking questions and you're new to the channel, ask away, and if I can answer them, I shall. And if I can't, I'm sure there's someone in the chat room that can. Oh, these bee boxes. I love making them, though. It's almost as if you're doing something that's useful. I don't know, I can spend hours just sitting. These, by the way, for those that don't know, these are for stingless bees, Australian native stingless bees. And they're a totally different box setup to the European honeybee. I can just sit and watch them for hours. What's going on here? I'm getting the cord coming around where it shouldn't be. Oh, there you go. All right. So thanks for the patronage, Ray. I appreciate it. I do have a new product. Oh, Vinny, good on you. One of those ones you do just to see if you can. Yeah, that's what my workshop's full of those. It doesn't matter, providing you're doing something. I'm going to sand this and we'll see how we go. I'll see if I can get up to speed with these at the moment. Hang on. Yeah, Wesley, well, my friend, 5 a.m. comes early, but we shall talk soon. I will do. Thanks, mate. You look after each other. Chat soon, Wes. Okay, here we go. Well, Steve is also expert at rant. I've got so much. I'm not going to, but oh boy, I got some topics. But no, I'm being good. I'm going to behave myself. Let me just do this and I'll get back. We'll have a look at that thing in a minute, that board that we did earlier, and see how that knot turns out. One more. Alright, that'll do. Let's have a look at this knot. Oh. No, still too soft, so we won't do that. This one here, I'm just going to have to clean this up, so we might go over to the saw. Can I take over the saw? I don't know. I've put some new cables in, so I'll just see if we can take this, if it'll reach around to the saw. Be good if it does. I'm not going to hold my breath. Oh, look at that. I don't know what is going on there. Oh, that's interesting. That part of my camera has just died. But hopefully we can still see. Okay, you can still see what I'm doing. So what I'm going to do is go over to the saw, and where this is all bug eaten, what have you, I'm going to trim it off on an angle, and then we might be able to see if we can get a decent board out of it. So over to the saw. So I've got a alright, how's that looking? So I've got the slope of this board's going this way. So if I cut this way, I'm going to have it going that way. So I don't want that. I want it going this way, and I'm not sure how far that goes in. But we'll give it a shot and see what happens. Where's the push stick? Alright, that, look, it's an arbitrary angle. It really doesn't matter. But what I want to do is get this big gum vein or grub hole out of there. That's when the tree was young, a big witchetty grub or something was in there and channeled it out, so we've got to clear that up. There we go. Now we still got mud in that here, but I don't think it's too bad. So what I'll do is I'll go back to the, I'm not going near that saw blade. See, we still got a bit of mud there, but that's okay. I should be able to take that out. Go back over to the bench, and I'll clean that up with a spoke shave, and we'll see what we can get out of it. Okay, I'll just use a round sole spoke shave, and I'm just going to clean this out. Give it a little bit of an adjustment. Oh. There we go, that's good. Take this sharp edge off here. There you go. That's looking quite organic. You like that word? Organic, I like that. Oh! My tummy's telling me it's nearly lunchtime, so I might just do this. I'll bring this other camera around. So you can see it. I don't know what happened. before. But camera seems to be working fine now. Got to be happy with that. Okay. Manky old bit of sandpaper, it'll do. So what I'm going to do now is sand this. I'll just see if I've got any other blemishes in there, which I don't see, which is good. So we'll sand this up, but have a chat first. Will there be a new badge for 3? Yes, Ray, I'll make one. I've got to remember how I made them now. All good. Oh. Bedhead, Bourbon. You remember the bonbon table, Max. You've got an excellent memory. We'll finish it. Nor did we talk about dishwasher. Oh, I tell you. The other day, mini rant, not a real rant. The other day, my bane of my existence is a dishwasher. People put stuff in the dishwasher, and because they put it in the dishwasher, it's automatically clean. It's like these magic blinker people. You know, they're driving down the road and all of a sudden, I think I'll change lanes, hit the blinker, boom, and go straight across. Magic blinker people. Oh, blinkers on, I'm protected. I've got the force shield around me of the indicator. Nobody can hit me. I'm driving down the road, I'm doing 100 kilometres an hour. Everyone else is doing the same speed, and I'll change lanes. Oh, click, boom, you've got the shield of protection. Crossover, doesn't matter how many cars you send off the road or how many people go up the embankment. Oh no, I'm right, I'm just listening to my music or texting or talking on the phone. Same thing, right? Dishwasher. Put it in the dishwasher. It's going to be clean. It's in the dishwasher. It's like a kid gets in the bath, filthy dirty. Fill the bath up, get in the bath, get out, still filthy dirty. Hey, I told you to have a bath. I got in the bath, but I'm still dirty. I don't care, I had a bath. It's the same thing. I've pulled stuff out of the dishwasher with dried cornflakes on it. Here's a tip. If you put something over something, water can't get in there, it can't wash it. But no, it doesn't work. So anyway, the other day I left it. I thought, blow it. I'm just going to leave it. However they've stacked the dishwasher, that's it. And I put it on and we did the dishes. And yes, there was bits of spaghetti stuck on stuff, and there was bits of meat and bits of sauce and corn chips and stuff like that. Guess what? Oh, it's been in the dishwasher. We'll put it back in the cupboard. So they stacked them in the cupboard. Hey, does that look clean to you? No. Well, what did you put it away for? Oh, I just took it out the dishwasher. Well, don't you look? No, because it's been washed. Oh, anyway. Oh, hang on, take my blood pressure. It's all good. Don't talk about... No, music stands are over there. I was tripping over them when I went to the saw. Yeah. I'm going to do them one day and you'll have nothing to have a go at me about then. Red Ditch, yeah, g'day, whoever you are. I'm sorry I don't read that language, but g'day. Steve, on a serious note, Record have just released a safety notice about their coronet lathe. What model is yours? It has heads. It's about headstock being able to come off in use. Look, mine's fine. It's got a locking cam on it. And, yeah, I haven't had any issues. But I'll ring my Davies up or Theo and find out what the go is. But, yeah, I've had no complaints or issues with mine at all. Love it. Used it the other day. Actually, I had to do a quick little job. I had to make a dowel up that was 55 mil round. And I thought, I've got a lathe there, Dumbo. Just do it on the lathe. So I did. Oh, it was nice. Enjoyed it. What are the good brands of circular saw blades to get? I got the Triton and Work Centre 2000, but I need to look about new blades for my saw. Nathaniel, honestly, I buy cheap ones from Bunnings. I've got $300, $400 blades up there. But in all honesty, I bought a Stackler in the throw-out bin, rip saws, 24 TPI. What are they, 250 mil? No, it might be more than that. Might be 280 mil. $10 each. And I've had one in there for about 6 months, and you just saw me ripping some Australian hardwood. Not an issue. Same on my drop saw. I've got a crosscut saw. I think it's 40 TPI Irwin crosscut saw. There are great blades on the market, but when you look at what the blade's meant to do, look, if you're working with chipboard or man-made materials, yeah, sure. Get a, what are they called? Oh, they got 3 cuts on them anyway, 3 faces on the teeth. And they're brilliant because you don't want chipping, you don't want chip out, you don't want damaged edge. But if you're just using your saw blade just to dock timber, honestly, it doesn't matter, in my estimation anyway, because it's not the finished cut. It's just merely resizing a piece of timber. So, yeah, I don't find anything wrong with and they're really fine kerf. I think they're about 1.5 mil kerf, so you're not losing much timber. Whereas some of the dearer ones that I've got up to $300, $380, some of them are 2 mil kerf and 80 TPI and tungsten. They're brilliant, but it's an overkill. I've got, yeah, even the Dado blades I use aren't top of the range ones. It's just removing stock. So if you're just using it for that, just get an El Cheapo. Get a one with a good brand name on it, but El Cheapo one. Then if you do have any issues, you can at least get a warranty claim on it. Oh, excuse me. Oh dear. So I hope that answers that one. Mark, ever do any stringing in there? Yes! What did I do the other day? Oh, here you go. I'll show you if I can find it. Oh, crikey. Here you go. There's a bit there I'm doing on some drawer fronts at the moment. And what I'm also doing a video of, which I will get around to finishing, is I messed up some, here we go. Oh, well, I didn't actually mess them up. I was doing some dovetails for that drawer that I just showed you that bit of stringing for. Here you go. It's it goes into a cabinet, and it'll, with the drawer faces, it'll give you a circle. Now what happened over time, I've obviously cut the dovetails for the drawer sides and back, and in the ensuing years I've lost them. So I did a stream where I showed you how you can cut tails using the pins as a reference, and it really wasn't successful. So what I've done is, there you go, that's the pins, and I just can't get a nice fit. So what I've done is, this is ambonia burl in the front. I've got some solid ambonia, and then I've cut in big tails and inlaid them into the side. So if I can find the sides, which I must, oh, I don't know what's that. Oh, dear, there you go. So I've got to recut these, which I'll actually do either a video of or do live, and then I can get a nice fit with the dovetails, but also it's made a feature that will now mimic the front of the cabinet. So yeah, I do a bit of stringing. It's all good fun. We'll get, what the heck's that? Oh, that is, yuck. That'll be lemon meringue pie for all I know. So yes, I do a bit of stringing. And that's another way of fixing mistakes. Oh dear. Do you ever do stringing there? 9 AM comes, but talk soon we will. Look after yourself, Wes. I'm half an hour behind if I'm reading the chat. Yeah, but at least your workshop might be as bad as mine, Max, but at least you can get a broom to clean it. I should, do you make them? Because I should buy one. I should buy one. Does it work? Carpentry solution, this is amazing. Well, I hope that's a positive, this is amazing, because I really can't tell. But thanks for dropping in anyway. I'll check out those box videos first, watch you late in 2014. Oh, thanks, Shawnee. Oh, yeah, I'm going to have to tie it up soon because my chest is giving me heaps. Just me ribs. But I'll be back. Not going there, Max. G'day, Trev. How you going, mate? I saw your woes about the census. It's good value. They mucked it up last time too, didn't they? From memory. Okay, what's the idea of grinding the backs of a chisel, then polishing them? Well, what it is, Max, I'll see if I can find a piece of paper and I draws it for you. So I'll see if I've got any other chisels around here. I've got 40 boxes of chisels up in another workshop, which was when I had this brilliant idea that I was going to open a school again. So I bought all this stuff, and then I didn't open the school. And so now I've got all these tools, big sets of chisels and planes and hammers, screwdrivers, stuck with a lot of them. But I don't think I've got one here, but I'll draw it for you anyway. All right, let's go on that. So the back of your chisel. If you buy a chisel, this is the back. Okay, that's the back of the chisel. If you buy one, not all of them, Harold and Saxon, I think there are more, but Harold and Saxon, Veritas, Lee Nielsen, and I'm sure there's others, they have been flattened. But the majority of the ones that you buy, if they're not high end, they have machining marks on the back of the steel like that. And when you see the machining marks coming down this way, what happens in an exploded view, okay, this is an exploded view. On the front side, I'll see if I can, there you go. That's the part of the chisel you sharpen, okay? That's the bevel. Let me write bevel in there. Now that can be anywhere from 22 to 30 degrees. But that's what you sharpen. You get that nice and polished. But what happens, all these lines here are actually cuts. So if I was to magnify this piece up here, this edge would not be smooth. It would actually be like that. So when you're cutting, you haven't got a razor's edge, you've got a serrated edge. If you flatten this off and polish it, and you put this bevel along here, then you've got a straight line, which is a razor's edge. So I hope that answers it for you, Max. There are people that believe it's much better to have a serrated edge because then it cuts a bit more effectively. I don't know. I could give an example, but okay, let's just take this thing here. Let me see. Oh, there's a find a bit of. Okay. Because the back of this blade has been sharpened, or flattened. The back of this blade's been flattened and I've sharpened it. When I come across here, I'm going to get one solid shaving. See if I can get a nice... Okay, if you have a look, let's go here. If you have a look at that shaving, there is no scratch marks on that. See, that's smooth there, and it's smooth the other side. That's because the back of this blade has been flattened, and I'm getting a razor's cut. If that had machining marks on it, what you would then get, on one side, which are we on one side you would have a nice clean cut. Go the other one. That's not doing autofocus, is it? On one side you'd have a nice clean cut, and on the other side you'd have scratches. So that's why you flatten the back of your planes and your chisels. Max, hope that helped. Ragav, is it? Welcome to the workshop. I'm a 3D journalist and I love designing, so I was thinking I should start the workshop too. Can someone help me with a suggestion? Yeah, do it. As Nike would say, just get in there and have a go. We all started with 0 subscribers. Have an idea, believe in yourself, just get down there and do it. But make sure that you enjoy doing it, because then when no one's watching you, you still got the enthusiasm and the passion for whatever it is you're doing, and gradually people will start watching you. So that's my advice, get in there and just have a go. How many bee homes have you made so far? You are spoiling them. Hope they produce some good. Mate, I honestly don't know how many. I don't know, but I know I've got 18 here, which is 54 boxes, and all but 3 of them have already gone. So they just, I would say they're flying out the door, and that doesn't include ones I want to make for myself. I want to get at least 30 made for myself, but I just don't seem to get around to it. So anyway, it's all good. As soon as I get up to date with my videos, I'll be right. Ha ha. All right, Vinny, catch you later, mate. Thanks for dropping in. Hey, Max, she said locked in. She's moved one of the kids' places. She can't cope with my crash. I thought you were locked in a room, Trevor. What's the difference? Hey, Mini Knots, how you going? Is Dad at work or is he there too? Hey, thank you from Japan. Welcome from Australia. Lawrence, hi everyone. G'day Lawrence, thanks for dropping in. There's a new name, I believe. Jamie Scott, Steve, if you want to get rid of some, send them my way, mate. I don't have to get rid of them. They're going quick enough, thanks. I would like someone to help me make them. I'm trying to get my grandkids interested, but we'll see. Thank you for that. Oh, well, there you go, Max. I'm pleased. G'day, John. Welcome along. Well, okay. Oh, I'm going to sand this and then I might go ta-das. Anyway, let's go. Let's sand this. So if those are a bit late, if you're looking earlier, this, I'll see if I can find it. This is a chopping board, but it had this horrible cankerous, gangrenous looking grub hole up the side and up the front. In fact, is that the same hole? No, it's 2 different ones, okay? So what I did on the saw, I sliced that off on an angle, and then this was a bit yucky with bug poo and what have you in it, so we've cleaned that up. With a spoke shave, I've taken the sharp edge off, and now I'm just going to sand it. So here we go, rock and roll. I'll put my little thing in the corner. So I'm there. I've just noticed while I was sanding that, there's a grub hole there too, so I'll just blow that out with a bit of air, and I'll work out what to do with that. Okay, it's pretty solid underneath, so I think we can get away with a bit of bog on that. Bit of putty, but I'll sand the rest of it first. Okay, that's got a very, very small inclusion here. What I'm going to do with that, I'm not going to put putty in that. We'll do something different because we can. Says he. Hopefully, but I can't find what I'm looking for. So, oh dearie, dearie, dear. Where are we going? Now, $64 question. Can I get out here? Oh, I can. I actually cleared my entrance to my door the other day, so I can go in here and get some other stuff. There we go. Look at that. Oh. Ba-da-bum, bum, ba-da-dum. Okay. Now this is these are wax sticks. Get one of those. Get a little bit. What am I looking for? I'm looking for some tape. That's what I'm looking for. Oh, that's what I'm going to do here is bit of tape either side. It's not very big at all. That's why I'm not too concerned. This tape isn't very thick, but it will act as a dam. So what I'm going to do now is show you a trick. Well, it's not a trick really. Instead of using, I use this particularly in furniture. Okay. And that was pretty easy. Now what we do is take the masking tape off. I'm looking for a non-stick mat, but I'm guessing it might be up in one of the other sheds. So I'm just going to have to, I might be able to do it with this. Okay. Just hold that down. And this is a ordinary cabinet card scraper. And there you go, all fixed, nice and flat. That's using wax. So there's all sorts of things you can do. I'll put putty in the top of this one, if I can find the putty. Oh, here it is. Oh, I got it. There's a bit that's mixed up before. Just put a little bit of black in that, not much. It just breaks up so it doesn't look like it's a splodge of brown putty that's been put in. Just breaks it up. It's exactly the same as camouflage. You're not meant to look like a bush, but what camouflage does, it breaks up the shape of your face. So we look and you actually don't see the person because the shape of the face has been broken up with surrounding colours. That's how camouflage works. There you go. All right. So that's it. When that's fine now. I'll wait until that dries and we're good to go. Okay, now if I wasn't prattling that, I doubt if that would have taken me 10 minutes. But what I've done, I've taken a bit of timber that looked like that with big bug holes in it, that could have, well, not passed muster. In fact, you wouldn't sell a chopping board with big grub holes like that in it anyway. And it would have been in the bin because you couldn't sell it. 10 minutes, a little bit of artistic license, thinking outside the square. You now have a unique board with natural edges and dead flat with no cavities that can harbour any E. coli or any of those nasty germs. When that's dry, I'll sand that off, sand the other side, give it a coat of oil, which we'll do tomorrow, I think. And that's it. It's all good. Where are we? G'day, John. G'day. I found the key. Oh, good. Good, Trev. Mississippi. Lawrence. There you go. I don't think we get many people from Mississippi. Meant your chisels and planes laugh out loud. Oh, Scott, what was that one? Steve, you want to get rid of some... Oh! I thought you meant bee boxes. No, I'm pretty right. I will eventually sell them. And the good thing is I don't think they make them anymore, so they've got a bit of a collector's value to them. Oh, you really like the videos on marquetry on the box you made. They said, oh, lovely. That was a while back. I don't know. I've done a few marquetry boxes. Was that the square one or the six-sided one? I've got a seven-sided one over there I want to work on. Yeah, you mean, John, you mean, what? Prunella, queen of the internet. No, I haven't heard from her for yonks. I hope she's all right. No, this lady, she's from Scandinavia. I think Finland or Denmark. I'm not sure. But, she's just a lovely personality, Lawrence. And when she comes on, she just brightens the chat room. Not that you lot don't brighten it, but she's just wonderful. Oh dear, and we haven't heard from her for a while. Oh, yes. Good for birth. I ripped my pocket too. Look at that. I got it caught on the jointer when I was coming in. I'm going to have to make another apron again soon, I think. John, all of Steve's videos definitely. Oh, isn't that nice? Okay. All right. Well, I think that's just about it. I just came down to say good day, really. Yeah, when I get a little bit more advanced, I'll show you what I'm doing with the microchips. I'm looking at RF scanners as well. So, I don't know. All this high-tech stuff, it's good, isn't it? I was going to say something, but I won't. I'll be nice. Yeah, thanks everyone in the chat room. My ribs are just starting to hurt a bit, so I think I might give it a miss. That way I don't get the boss screaming at me. Oh, before we do, I'll just see if this... Okay, this came up a little bit. There's one still big dent in there that I might have to fill with something. But once I'll hit it with a quick sand, and it should be looking a lot better. Wait a minute. There you go. So if you've got bruises in the timber, just whack a bit of water on it and they just about go away. I've still got one little mark there, but there was 4 to start with. So that's all good. Look, I don't know. No promises, but I think I'll stream again tomorrow. Because it's fun. And I actually get work done because I can talk to myself. And no one thinks I'm mad. Love this new bit of kit here. That is just awesome. Yeah, picked it up on eBay. I think it was $65. Whereas my other microphones that I use are 850 something or other. So I'm quite happy with that. And if it's all working well and you can hear me, everything is good. What did I touch on today? Oh, yeah, got my Jessen table working, so I'll play around with that. Do a bit more, got some more glue ups to do, some more sanding to do. Oh, I tell you what I will do tomorrow. If I can get some glass. That picture frame that I was making, I've got to flatten the bow ties, which I will do tomorrow, and stain it. And I had a sheet of glass, and that sheet of glass has been there for 6 months. And yesterday, I got a return of investment. I now have 2 sheets of glass, but they're not as big as the 1 sheet of glass was, if you get my drift. I put it out there and I thought, no, if I leave it in here, I'm going to break it. I'll put it out there next to my drill. And I was drilling something on the drill press and something fell off and bang, broke the piece of glass. But we should do that. That'll be a good one finished. I'm not going to do the music stands on principle. Yeah, actually, I've got that little cabinet I was doing. I might start playing around with that one again. If you've got any requests besides the music stand, let me know, and we'll have a go at doing those. So yeah, look, while we're in this lockdown period, it's funny because when we're not, I sort of forget a lot of other people that are in similar situations, and I just get about doing what I have to do. But it's not until you're actually in one yourself you realise there might be some people out there that are bored, and I might be able to relieve the boredom. And in this case, it's relieving my boredom because I can come down here and have a chat. So, and again, if you like what you see, please hit the subscribe button and the like button. And I thank everyone for those that joined in and had a chat. If you're on the peripheral and you want to say something but you're not too sure, they're a friendly bunch. So providing it's nice, by all means, hook in and say g'day. And we'll go from there. So thanks to the mods. I don't think anyone's had to do any moderating. Ray, have you had to do any moderating? I think people are being very nice. So that's it for me at the moment. What are we up to? Everyone's saying that's it. Iron Monkey, thank you, Steve, for teaching me. 6 years I'm about to make a ring box tomorrow. Oh, lovely. Yeah, I'd love to see a picture of that. You're back, Vinny. I've been filling in time until you got back, mate, because I'm off. Oh, dear, oh, dear. Oh, yeah, I'll check on that lathe. I'll give, what's his face? What do I have against music? Jerry, it's an ongoing joke. Well, hang on, I'll flick them around. Wait a minute, I'll just go over here. These music stands, one of my other woodworking mates and I started doing them. There you go. They're there. Started doing them a long time ago, and it's been an ongoing thorn in my side that everybody wants me to finish the music stands. And I keep on finding more interesting things to do, like pulling prickles out of my socks. I will get around to finishing them. All I need is Theo to get on my case. Oh, dear. Oh, okay. Lawrence, I would like to know how to make a picture. All right. Oh, wait a minute. I'll get this one here. I'll finish this one tomorrow. I won't bring the 2 bits of glass in because I'm most waiting over 4 bits. But that's a picture frame we made. Whoop. And we fitted these bow tie things in the back, which I now have to plane off, which I'll do that tomorrow. Then I think we'll stain it and cut the piece of glass. And what it's for? What it's for is to go in the snooker room. So I can put the rules of pool and 8-board and snooker so my kids don't lie to me because they win all the time. And I'm sure it's because they're bending the rules. So hang in there tomorrow, Lawrence, about the same time, I reckon. We'll do it and I'll show you how to make that. Oh, dear, oh, dear. G'day, Binka. Is it Binka? The bedhead. Oh, yeah, I'm looking forward to getting onto that. I've changed my mind. Again, I was going to do brass, but I'm thinking I might do steel with that new metallic brass gold paint that I've got. So jury is out on that one, but I do have a lot of inlay work to do and marquetry, so I'll get around to that as well. Max, you've got too much of a good memory. That's your trouble. So anyway, this is Steve pulling the shed door down and saying thanks for joining Woodworking Masterclass. Thanks for everyone that came along and joined in. And yeah, tomorrow, come on, we'll do it again. I can't tell you what time, it'll just come up. So in the meantime, have I said, oh, this is me pulling the shed door down? Yeah, look after yourself. Be kind to each other. Obey the rules, whether you agree with them or not.